And we're live. Literally, as soon as I started this, was about to go live, somebody started drilling. But anyway, I moved to a better spot. So I'm going to show you guys quick on how you can identify larger files on your system. Now, the standard commands are df and du, disk free and disk usage. But I want to take a little bit of a deeper dive today and show you some filtering tricks. So let's get right into it. Let me share my screen. Hang out and share application window. And I'm sharing the right one. Let's see, we want to share widget menu. I want to share this guy. Okay, so I believe you guys can see my desktop. And I just want to quickly show you, so one of the projects I'm working on is doing GUI programming in Python. Looking to go beyond just the tkinter implementation I've been doing before, looking at some other libraries as well, also toolkits. So just stay tuned for that in future episodes. I just wanted to share that with you guys. But let's get over to the terminal. Let's get to the terminal. Okay, so there isn't a terminal share, so I'll have to share everything. All right, so there we go. All right, so if you type in df, disk free, shows you the standard rundown. So use column here, 0%, 1%, 16%, 5%, 1%. Available numbers are here. There should be a human option for this, so df-h should work. So there we go. So with the H option, we get human readable numbers. So we can see 1.9 gig available, 382 megabytes there, so on and so forth. Thing is, the du command, if you're looking for large files, if you just type in du in H, then you'll get a whole long list, which includes things like 20 kilobytes. You don't care about that. That's so small, right? So one of the things is if you sort this numerically, so sort-n, then you will get a sorting of the files, which will help a little bit. But as you can see, some of the kilobytes are being mixed up. Like you see, there's kilobytes on the bottom, then there's megabytes on top. So some of these are megabytes. So now there's a lot of different ways to look at this and to approach this, but one of the things you can do is using certain pattern searches. So for example, I can do a df-h sort n, but before I do the n, let's do a grep for a certain pattern, and then we can type that to the sort. Let's do an or. So we can say, for example, I want numbers ending in M, for example, and then or I want numbers -9 ending in K. Just to test this out, it's actually working. So let's run this, and we do not get any hits on this because we did not do the egrep. You can do grep-e, or you can do an egrep. So this is a different, okay, there we go. So egrep picks it up for us. So you can see we have the kilobytes and we have the megabytes as well. So now what I can do is, let's say I want to, so I just did that just to test it, make sure it's working. Let's say I want to do, I only want double and triple megabyte files to show up in this list. So I already have a single megabyte, right? And then we can make this begins with, right? And we can, let's just do a quick test, make sure this works. So it begins with, all right, so that's fine. So it begins with a number and then megabyte. Or we can have begins with number, so two numbers, then megabyte. As you can see now, we're only getting megabytes, and we're only getting, let me clear the screen here. So we're only getting megabytes, and we're only getting double or more megabytes. Actually, let's see. So we did either single or double. So let's see, there's no triple megabyte files that are coming up in this folder. Let's also add a gigabyte option to this. So let's go and do see anything with a gigabyte. So we'll do the same thing. We'll do a number and then G begins with. Okay, so we're not getting any of that here. Let's go back down one. Actually, let's see. Let's see this directory. I created some files. Let's see what happens there. So the gigabyte option does not appear to be working as expected. Let's see what we get if we just do that. So there is a 1.9 gigabyte file, which is not being picked up. Let's see, so 9G. Okay, because it does not, because we said we want to look for something beginning with a number and then G. So that means it would have to be like 1G, 2G, 3G, beginning with. See, the 1 dot is, that's why this has been excluded. That does not meet what we're looking for. So what we can do here is we can say, instead of just a number, let's see, so, let's see, I could add a, let's see what happens if I add a dot in there. Okay, so that doesn't do it. But if we do a number, here dash 9, and then we do, let's try that. That does not pick it up. So let's focus on the gigabyte and see where we went wrong. So let's get rid of the or. We don't need that right now. And we'll just look for the gigabyte. So begins with, let's see, begins with, I need to put this in quotes now. Begins with a number, and then a number or a dot, and then G. A number, so does 1.9 meet that we're looking for? So is that something beginning with a number, and then a dot or number, and then G? It is not, because the third digit is a 9, not a G. So let's try if we say, I would say, okay, let's get rid of the begins with part of this. Let's say ends with a number and then G. Obviously that would come up. Ends with a number and then G. Who is calling me? Whoever is calling me. Tough luck. Huh. So that picks it up. See, that works, but I'm considering. Actually, that does get everything. What I'm concerned about is the occurrence of a number and a G in the path of the folder. So I would want to make this a little bit more precise because we want to get this as the value of the size of the folder, not as the actual directory. So if it shows us this folder here, and in this folder there is a number and then G, it's going to pick it up based on that. So this folder could be 2 kilobytes in size, but it's got a number and then G in it. And that's why it would come up. So that would give us a false result. The begins with makes it very clear that we're looking for folder sizes because folder sizes is in the first column. Not sure about this one. I need to find a way to eliminate it from the directory. Well, number and then G. I could do an exclusionary after the G, perhaps, and say it does not have a number or a letter or a slash. So I think that would actually work. So to test this, let's make a directory that has what we're looking for, what we're trying to avoid. So we set a number and then G. So we have a directory called 9G. Right, that's a number and then G, right? So let's run it now. See, the folder doesn't come up. If we remove this exclusionary piece here, now it comes up. So that's working successfully. We've successfully excluded false positives. Now, if the directory has any strange characters in it, this isn't going to work. We're only excluding where after the G is all this stuff. So perhaps I'd want to explore, is there a way to, well, technically there's a space after it, right? So do we just say no space? Space? Is that, can we do that? No, I guess that works. So we excluded a space. Move that exclusion. There you go. That works. That works. Stop sharing. All right, guys. Hopefully that was helpful for you. Shout out to Tevin Smith. I got some videos coming for you. I think I made a video for you already that I just need to publish. The one that we discussed about, I think it was loops and scheduling jobs. So stay tuned for that. And shout out to my top subscribers, MJ Shahid, Igor, Mega Noob. Where's Mega Noob? Who knows where Mega Noob is? Nick, and everyone else. All right, guys. This is the Computer Program University, where learning is fun as it should be. Until next episode, ciao, salut, wie geht's? Arrivederci. Oh, click on the like button.